I gave birth to my wonderful daughter 6 months ago, and long story short, the pregnancy was really, really rough on me and the baby. We both had some pretty serious issues, and my mantra the whole time was, it's temporary. But then during labor, I ended up tearing very, very badly. And then at my 6-week postpartum checkup, I was told that at some point in the past 6 weeks, I must have reopened it. So it healed incorrectly. And basically a part that was stitched in healed outside. And I hate the way it looks. And I am having so trouble. Like my husband goes to kiss me and I know he's going to try more and I can feel my whole body tense up and I can't do it. And then the times that I am able to actually be intimate, it has to be pitch black. Like if I see myself, I'll have to stop right away. And I'm just trying to kind of find the new normal because my mantra was it's temporary and this isn't temporary anymore.
Yeah. I guess the actual pregnancy itself is temporary, but everything from the kid to every physical change you have is ongoing. That's right.
Yeah, that one's staying.
Can I ask you a few larger questions to kind of zero in?
Yeah.
Where have you struggled with body image in the past?
I've always had a problem with my weight.
Okay. Tell me about that.
I've always been very up and down, and I've had, I guess, my dad tried to be supportive of it, and it came off more as just kind of critical of it. So I've always had that complex.
Okay, back all the way up. I want to hear what's a thing your dad said when you were a kid.
It was, if he saw me eating something bad, it was right away, you're trying to lose weight, and that's not going to help you.
Okay, the fact that you just labeled a food good or bad tells me that stuff's in there deep, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely something I've always had a problem with.
Okay, how old are you now?
29.
Okay, can we do something awkward since it's just me and you and a couple of million people listening?
Sure.
Okay, this is going to be vulnerable, so if you don't want to do it, I totally understand, okay? Just hearing the term 9 to 5 can be a drag, so my friends at Cozy Earth are here to help make your 5 to 9 way more comfortable. I love Cozy Earth's pants and all-day t-shirts. They're soft, breathable, and super tough. And my wife loves her pajamas, and my whole family loves Cozy Earth sheets. They're super comfortable, and they keep us cool when it's hot outside. Try them risk-free for 100 nights. You can save 40% off your entire order at CozyEarth.com/Delony. This is going to be vulnerable, so if you don't want to do it, I totally understand, okay? Can you close your eyes for me?
Okay.
Picture 18 or 19-year-old you in front of a mirror. What's a part of your body that you don't think is beautiful and why?
The big one would be the stomach because it's definitely not flat.
Okay.
Another one that's always been a problem with me was I have larger ears that kind of stick out, and I was bullied pretty hard for those ones. It's almost everything, if I'm being completely honest with myself.
Okay. So tell me about this clearly blind, Neanderthal of a man who said, I want to spend the rest of my life with you and create humans together. Tell me about this idiot.
He has been, honestly, I couldn't have done any of this without him. He has been so supportive. He knows, he's known way before the baby how I felt about my body, and he makes sure he tells me every day it's amazing, and he's so attracted to me, and he's very touchy, and that's kind of his love language is physical touch. So with him, I'm comfortable. With anybody else, it's please, no contact.
Where else does your husband just lie to you so outright, like he does clearly every day? Does he lie to you about money and his job?
No.
Okay. So here's what I'm trying to get at. Is there evidence in your past that the glasses that you wear with which you see yourself may not represent reality in full?
I think it maybe was never as bad as I thought it was. I would have seen myself as obese, and I was probably just a little bit overweight, but it's And I know that rationally, but then like mentally it's like, no, it was bad.
Yeah. When you had to wonder if your dad thinks you're beautiful, that gets wired into your nervous system.
Yeah.
When you have to wonder if your dad's going to love you, that gets wired into your nervous system. And the way you look becomes an existential threat because it matters whether people will let you into their tribe or not.
Yeah.
Where was your mom in all this?
You know, they didn't have the best relationship, and she didn't necessarily protect me or my siblings from him.
How did she live?
He was worse to her than he was to us. And when he wasn't being bad to her, she kind of just let it go because she was out of the target for once. So she didn't really say anything.
Okay.
She was kind of just a presence.
So here's what I want to here's what I want you to hear me say.
Uh-huh.
You are right to be bummed out, grossed out, annoyed, frustrated by the changes in your body. You can feel however you want to, especially in such a sensitive area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I also want you to recognize that the stories wired into you at your most core being about beauty and about how you look and about a woman's lovability is incredibly distorted.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't like this when I say it, but I'm a person who, when I get emotional about a thing, by the way, if you've listened to this for more than 5 minutes, I've talked openly about, I've had body dysmorphia since I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the world as it is. And that's something that I'm always working with, but it's less about trying to, quote unquote, fix my attractiveness and more about not hating myself, right?
Yeah.
And most people who struggle with some sort of disordered eating or some sort of body image issue, underneath the body image issue is an attempt to change the fact that we don't like who we see in the mirror at a character level. We don't like ourselves. And mainly that comes from people that we cared about maybe didn't like us in the way that would have been helpful. Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. If I get a flatter tummy, then maybe dad will think I'm beautiful, and then that means he'll like me. Maybe if my ears were smaller, then my friends wouldn't have pointed them out, and then they would have liked me. None of which, by the way, is true, because kids are mean, and dads who don't value and prize their daughters are going to find something else to complain about. Your voice, your grades, and they're going to find your hair. You're going to find something. That's because that issue is about them, right?
Yeah.
And so what I've had to do when I get oversensitive about a thing, or very sensitive, I won't say over, but very sensitive about a thing, I have to find myself often outsourcing it. What does that mean? That means there are times when I haven't been taking care of myself very well, or I'll go on a gummy candy eating binge, and I'll put a shirt on, and I'll just walk by my wife and say, "Is your shirt okay today?"
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't feel great in it, and she'll 99% of the time says, "You look good," or her line is, "I would," which means I would date you again. And that to me is what I lean on when I'm not seeing the world clearly.
Yeah.
But the deeper issue that I really want you to go talk to somebody about is you've got to be able to love you, and you've got to allow your husband to love you. Because I'm going to make this mean. Is it okay for me to be a little bit mean?
Of course.
Okay. I'm really worried about you passing this along to your new baby.
Yeah.
And I would be shocked if that didn't concern you too, if that didn't worry you also.
It's terrifying.
Okay. The criticism that you'll pass along to a kid will really be criticism to the 9-year-old inside your chest.
Yeah.
And going to meet with somebody and just work through that, because dads aren't supposed to say that to their daughters, and moms are supposed to protect their kids. And also moms are supposed to keep themselves safe when there's abuse and all that stuff, all that nonsense. sitting with somebody and unwinding it out of your nervous system so that you can be, whew. And by the way, you will probably never come to what there's media like, you should love every part of you. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm never going to love that scar. Right?
Yeah.
But one day I'm going to flip all the lights on and say, go get him, buddy, to husband. And I'm going to feel that anxiousness. And then I'm going to begin to trust.
Yeah.
Right? Because the avoidance of the anxiety just makes the anxiety stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I threw a lot at you. How does all that sound?
It really all makes sense, and it feels good to hear somebody else say it.
You're not crazy.
Yeah.
And I think there's a movement on one side of the world that says, you should love every inch of you. Shut up. It's dumb. We don't. There's things about us we don't like. And kids are mean. And parents try their best and they don't do a good job sometimes. That's just life.
Yeah.
And also, hiding in the dark or thinking that our feelings are always right is wrong too.
Yeah.
Right? And if you and I are blessed with people who love us to the moon and back.
Yeah.
And sometimes we think they're crazy for loving us, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes you and I have to just blindly trust the person we're leaning on that we've created humans with to say, all right, lights are staying on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's true. He really has been great.
Okay. And maybe every once in a while, just go put your hands on his face and kiss him on the forehead and say, thanks for loving me so good.
Yeah.
One of the greatest gifts a wife can give to her husband is the words, thank you. Just for whatever that's worth. But I do want you to call somebody and for the first time possibly in your life, address the body image challenges. And that will take time. That take several years to work through that, if I'm being honest. But deeper than the body image issues is this core belief in your unlovability. And you're worth being loved. And so is your awesome husband. And so is that amazing new baby. And you don't have to ever love that scar for you to still love you.